Hello everyone, this is Logan59XP here, for real this time, because YouTube decided to not work correctly. So yeah, for those of you that are watching this when this actually came out and aren't watching this after the fact, I started this stream about like 10-15 minutes ago, but OBS was just spatting out red and yellow, constantly complaining about the internet connection, even though if I ran a speed test on, Euclid speed test app on the computer, it was getting gigabit up and down, no problem, so it wasn't the internet's fault. For some reason, YouTube just did not like me streaming at 30 megs today, because even though I streamed at 30 megs the last time I did a stream, it doesn't want to do it this time for some reason, although admittedly 30 megs is overkill for 1080p streaming to YouTube, where it's all going to get crunched way down anyway. But hey, I got gigabit fiber now, so I want to be able to do a higher bitrate, even if it doesn't really benefit the stream much, at least at 1080p. Obviously at 4K, 30 megs is a big improvement, but that's a whole other thing. Point is, YouTube, as far as I can tell, this was not my internet being the problem, because again, if I run the speed test, I get gig up and down just fine. So it's not that, I don't think. I think it's just YouTube for some reason was complaining, and that's why I started the stream, and then I stopped it, and then I went ahead and I restarted my computer and reset my Switch. And when I say reset my Switch, by the way, I don't mean like the Nintendo Switch, I mean like my network Switch that's right behind my desk that I have everything plugged into, just to be absolutely safe, even though that really shouldn't make any difference. Long story short, there was a problem. It's now fixed. I lowered the bitrate from 30 megs to 15 megs, which is the bitrate I used to use when I was still on Spectrum. And now it's fine. We're back. We're live. So now we can, for real, start this stream. So yeah, I just wanted to get that little thing out of the way, just in case anyone was wondering, hey, how come you started the stream and then you stopped it and now you started it again? That's why. YouTube wasn't liking it. I lowered the bitrate, now it's fine. I think. We'll see. We'll see. I just saw the bar in OBS go from a solid 4 bars to now 3 bars, so I don't know. As long as it doesn't go down to yellow or red, we should be okay, but we'll see what happens. I mean, if this doesn't work out, we can just do this tomorrow. It's not a huge deal. It's obviously not super time sensitive. I mean, the whole point of the stream is time sensitive, but, it's not like a direct or whatever, Anyways, enough about that. Enough with that whole preamble. Let's talk about why we're here today. Hi, Tyler Thunder. Welcome back. It's nice to see you again. Sorry for not responding to you on Discord. I'm really bad when it comes to responding to people on Discord sometimes. If you want to send me, like, a EXE or whatever of the game that you were talking about, I'll definitely, give that a shot, sometime. But yeah, thank you for being here though. And yeah, so why are we here today? Well, today is October 3rd, 2024. 10 years ago today, on October 3rd, 2014, Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS, the first version of the duology, that is Smash 4, is now, or sorry, is now here. Well, it's not 2014 anymore. Point is, Smash 3DS released today, 10 years ago, in the US. Now, technically it launched, properly, it launched on September 13th in Japan. And I remember when it came out and there were all those Twitch streams, then there was those Etika streams, and he was watching other people do the streams, rest in peace Etika, all that stuff. And I did consider doing a Smash 3DS stream for the Japan anniversary, because while the game launched for us here today, 10 years ago, it launched in general in September. So I just debated, should I do it in September or should I do it in October? And I ultimately decided we'll just do it in October, because it launched for me and you today, 10 years ago, not on September 13th. So I decided we'll do the US anniversary, not the Japan anniversary. But thankfully, next month when Smash Wii U hits its 10th anniversary, the US version came out first on November 21st, 2014, a day that will always be insanely memorable for me. Is one of the most iconic days in my life, unironically, November 21st, 2014. But we can talk about Smash Wii U when we get to that stream, which, yes, there's going to be a 10th anniversary stream for Wii U next month when we hit that anniversary, but that is for then and this is for now, and today we're going to be playing Smash 3DS. Now, to the surprise of, if I'm being honest, not really anyone, no one's really streaming this game today, which I think is a real shame, because I think Smash 3DS is definitely the black sheep of the franchise, right? Between 64, Melee, Brawl, 3DS, Wii U, and Ultimate, what game is talked about the least? What game do people seem to care about the least? I think it's definitely either 64 or 3DS. Obviously, Melee is Melee. Melee's not going anywhere anytime soon. It's been going strong for 20 years, and even outside of the competitive stuff, just as a game, it's an absolute classic. It's beloved. It was the first Smash game for so many people, myself included. Melee is Melee is Melee. Obviously, that's never going away. Brawl is also a beloved game. Maybe back in the day, obviously, it was a little divisive, at least amongst, again, the competitive guys. But generally speaking, especially nowadays, it's just as beloved as Melee, I would say. Everyone loves Brawl. I love Brawl, you love Brawl, we all love Brawl. You know, obviously people talk fondly about Subspace and various other things. So yeah, Brawl obviously very, very much talked about. And then, of course, Ultimate, being the current game with its big roster and stage count, is also very talked about. And I think even after the next game's release, it will still very much be talked about because of that roster and stage count. So Melee, Brawl, and Ultimate are basically locked in. But Smash 4, particularly 3DS, it's kind of been left to the wayside, and I get it. Everything Smash 4 does well, Ultimate does better. Most of the stuff that we got in Smash 4 that people liked came back in Ultimate. Again, that's a whole other conversation that could be saved for really a discussion video that I really need to get around to doing one of these days, but again, that's a whole other thing. But point is, between the two versions of Smash 4, 3DS is easily the least talked about, even though it sold more than the Wii U version and more people have played it because it was on a console that people actually had. As opposed to the Wii U, which is a console that I had and maybe some of you guys had, but as the sales numbers have clearly shown, no one really had for the most part outside of the hardcores, and it is Nintendo's least successful console of all time. So you would think that the 3DS version would be more remembered because more people played it, but not really, because the Wii U version was the main version. It's the one that got all the spotlight for the most part. Obviously, in terms of competitive stuff, obviously that's the version that was played. I don't know. Again, apologies for this big preamble, but we're getting there, I promise. We're going to get to the game here in a few minutes. But the main point I'm getting at here is no one's streaming this game today. In fact, I already checked. A few hours ago, I looked on Twitch to see if anyone was streaming Smash 3DS. No one was streaming it. Then, right before I started doing this stream, I checked again, and there is one person streaming it. But as far as I can tell, based on the title of the stream, it's not because of the anniversary, it's just a game that they just happen to be streaming. I could be wrong, maybe in the stream they mentioned the anniversary, I haven't seen the stream obviously, but I did see there's one person streaming it, so that's neat. But for the most part, this game has been completely swept under the rug. No one's streaming it or anything, and that's a shame, because I think it deserves to be remembered. And that's why we're playing it today. So, okay, enough with the preamble. So, we're going to be playing it. However, how are we going to be playing it? Because, again, to be completely fair, I know I just went on that whole thing about, oh, no one's streaming this game, but to be completely fair, it is significantly harder, at least officially, to stream this game compared to all the others, right? 64, Melee, Brawl, Wii U, and Ultimate. You just plug in your Wii U, your GameCube, your Switch to your capture card, and boom, you're done. Or your N64, or you do through Virtual Console or whatever. The point is, it's not that hard. It's very simple. It's just like streaming any other game. 3DS, though, because it's on the 3DS, means you have to be one of those lucky few that have a 3DS capture card, which I remember from back in the day, and you had to go to that one website with that one person. They were like hundreds of dollars to mod them, and you had to it, and it was a whole thing. And later down the line, there was Homebrew to allow some kind of wireless thing, which I fiddled around with way back in the day, just a little bit, but didn't really work that well. Point is, streaming Smash 3DS off an actual 3DS is not practical, and also the quality won't be that great either way because you're taking a 240p, you know, game and you're blowing it up to 1080p or more. So obviously the way we're going to be playing this game is the way that, of course, Nintendo does not want you to play it, but it's the way I'm going to play it because it's the only way I can play it anyway, because I don't have a 3DS anymore. I still have my copies of Smash 3DS, 2 of them. I actually have 2 of them. And I bought all of the DLC when it came out, including the Mii costumes, but I don't have a 3DS anymore, so we're not going to be playing it that way, plus I don't have a capture card and whatever, so you get where this is going. We're playing this way. We're playing it this way, because how else am I going to play this game? Like, really? Like, come on. So, yeah. So we're going to be playing it using Lime 3DS, which if you don't know what Lime 3DS is, Lime 3DS is one of the forks of Citra. Of course, when the whole thing went down with Yuzu and Citra kind of got taken out in the process as collateral damage. It wasn't directly a part of the whole lawsuit thing, but because Yuzu and Citra were, you know, under the same organization, they were made by the same people, or at least originally they were. And, you know, it got kind of taken down as collateral damage, which I thought was obviously a real shame because, well, obviously Yuzu going away, you know, sucked. We had Ryujinx, and we'll get to that in a bit, because obviously this whole thing is kind of has really unfortunate timing. I know I made the community post, but we'll talk a little about it. But obviously we're going to get to the game here in a second, I promise. But I just want to get all this preamble out of the way before we can actually get into the game. But yeah, when Citra went away earlier this year, of course forks started up. There was one called Lemonade. There's the one that's just called Citra still, but it's made by someone called Pablo MK7, who apparently was on the Citra team. And he's worked with some other people that used to be on the Citra team, and they have their fork. And essentially, here in October, I almost said September. Here in October of 2024, there are 2 Citra forks that are worth using. There's the one made by Pablo MK7, which is just called Citra still. It doesn't have a new name. And then there's the Lime 3DS, which is the one that I'm using. So that's what we're going to be using. Okay, so I am going to try and use a Pro Controller for this. And I say try because using a Pro Controller, and when I say Pro Controller, I mean, you know, Switch Pro Controller, because obviously there's the Wii U Pro Controller. However, I've had kind of mixed luck getting it to stay connected when it's over a wire. I need to get a good Bluetooth adapter so I can just do it the easy way. If this doesn't want to work, I'll just use my Xbox One controller. It's not that big a deal. But I'm going to try and use the Switch Pro Controller first. And then I might use the Xbox controller. But yeah, so I actually haven't used Lime 3DS, aka Citra, basically. I haven't used it in a few months. And also I reformatted my computer literally the other day, so everything's been freshly reinstalled, and I have all my emulators and all that stuff backed up on separate drives, so I didn't have to reinstall the emulators or anything. But still, it's been a while, so it's probably gonna want to compile shaders and all that stuff. So yeah, so I do have a resolution cranked up all the way, and I will say this: I love Smash 3DS, I love all the Smash games, but Smash 3DS, if you were to ask me what is the worst looking Smash game, you would think it'd be 64. But honestly, Smash 3DS is a contender in that arena. Because while Smash 3DS has better models, right? They're not nearly as blocky as Smash 64. The backgrounds and the effects, they're probably technically better than Smash 64, but they're not great. I mean, this is a game that was designed to be played on a tiny 240p screen, and it looked good on a tiny 240p screen. But you blow those assets up to 4K, because I'm playing on a 4K monitor here. I mean, the stream you guys are watching right now is only 1080p. Both on Twitch and YouTube, to make sure everything's parity and latency and all the stuff I explained the last time I did one of these streams. I'm not going to go through that whole thing again about the latency, and that's why I'm streaming at 1080p on YouTube and not 1440p like I used to. But anyways, so you're going to see that I think Smash 3DS can look pretty decent sometimes, but then there are other times where the asset quality is just not there. But again, it wasn't designed for this resolution, but you'll see it when we see it. But anyways, so yeah, I got, yeah, so yeah, 4000 by 2400, 10 times native resolution. In fact, I might even show you the side-by-side because, of course, there is an option for native 400 by 240. So you can see what it looks like at 240p, and then you can see what it looks like at, like, basically 4K. It's not literally 4K, but it basically is. It's basically 4K. Yeah, I got, yeah, asynchronous shaders turned on. I think that might be a new feature, because I don't think that was there before. At least it wasn't turned on. Anyway, again, sorry about the preamble, but it's just kind of how that is, I feel like, at this point. And I will respond in the chat. Apologies, I'm kind of ignoring the chat here, but I will respond to what some of you guys are saying in a second here. So, let me go ahead and grab a USB cable here. I'm going to try and use the Switch Pro controller, because I don't have a good Bluetooth adapter, so I can't just do it that way, which is obviously what you would ideally want to do. Okay, let's go grab the cable. Oh wait, where's the extend? Oh yeah, hold on. The extender is plugged into a different computer. Hold on. Let's plug this in right here. All right, I'm gonna plug this in. You'll probably see a thing in the corner that's like a controller being added or whatever, or device being added to Windows 10. I'm sure they'll show up in the corner. If it wants to show up. I can just use an Xbox controller if I have to. It's really not that big a deal, but I'd like to be able to use a Pro controller just to make things easier. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, is it connected? Okay, it's connected, I think. Okay, let's see. Okay. I think it's working. So now we just gotta assign the buttons. Right. Oh, wait, hold on. I screwed up. I thought that was L and R for some reason. Circle pad. Man, the circle pad... I remember I heard, like, the stories about... Like, I remember when Smash 3DS first came out, and there were the horror stories of people that had, like, their OG 3DSs. They're getting their circle pads, like, ripped off because they were playing the game too hard. That wasn't a problem on the new 3DS, and I eventually was able to get a new 3DS when it first came out in, like, February 2015. And that was also very useful for Smash 3DS because, of course, it had the little thumb stick in the corner. What's it called on a laptop? What's like the laptop thing called? I know people like to call it like the nipple and stuff, but like what's like the actual official name for it? I don't. The nub. The nub. Yeah, the nub on the new 3DS. The nub on the new 3DS. Like, that was super helpful for Smash 3DS. It's like a life-changing, like, unironically, a life-changing experience. Once you play Smash 3DS on a new 3DS with the nub, you can't go back. You know? I mean, you can, but it's not the same. But anyway. Again, apologies that we're taking a while here to get into the game, but it is what it is here. Okay, I think... Is that all of them? Is that all the buttons? No. Start and select. Start. Wait, no. Start and select. Then home. Although the home button's not going to do anything. I think it would do... I think you can install the actual 3DS firmware and load into that, which would be cool, but I don't have that. Alrighty then. That was a long preamble, but now we can actually play this dang game. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot one important thing. Screen layout. We'll do a side by side. And then, here we go. And there we go. That's better. Would you like to receive Spot Pass? You remember Spot Pass? Alrighty then. Yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, listen to that compressed music. Like, obviously 3DS music is always somewhat compressed because it's the 3DS and they have to cram that music into a small size. But I will say, and again, I love Smash 3DS. I love these games. I love Smash 4. I will always love Smash 4. It has so much nostalgia value for me. But even back in 2014, even back then, the music was more compressed than most other 3DS games. You could tell. Because the music, like, okay, so you know how there were the themes on 3DS, right? And there was a Smash 3DS theme you could get. The music that they used for the theme was higher quality than the music that was in the actual game, because the music in the actual 3DS version of the game is pretty compressed. You can probably already hear it. But that's how they managed to fit this game into, I think, about 1.2 gigs on 3DS. Yeah, hold on. Let me turn down the volume on my end. I feel like it's a bit too loud. Okay, I think that's fine. If that's too low, by all means, let me know. Character outline. So, obviously, I'm going to keep it on. This was a feature that was, this is one of the things that makes Smash 3DS unique and stand out compared to the other games. It's because it's on this tiny 240p screen. If you wanted to be able to see it clearly, particularly if you're on an original 3DS, then this is where it's helpful. But you had the option to turn it off if you didn't want it. Now, obviously, we're playing this at 4K, so we don't need the line. But I'm going to keep it turned on because that's what the game was originally designed for, and that's one of the things that makes it unique, so we're going to keep it turned on. Now, in terms of save data, what do I have for save data? Okay, so yeah, I have all the characters and everything. Now, we're not going to play an actual match yet because I want to actually play some of the single-player stuff because I have not played the single-player stuff in this game in, like, unironically, probably 6-7 years. So I think I want to replay some of it, especially Smash Run. Of course, Smash Run. If there's one thing in Smash 3DS everyone agrees on, it's Smash Run. It's pretty fun. I haven't played it in a really long time. We're going to do some of that. But let's go ahead and start off with something pretty simple. Let's start off with some good old-fashioned classic. Critically retrospective, you're insane. Welcome to the stream. I'm not really sure what's so insane about this, but thank you for being here. So I guess right as we get started here properly, let me go ahead and respond to some of the chat stuff. I've been putting that off for a little bit. So let's see. Let's rewind here. The Sonic stream, yep. I know I joked about this in one of the previous streams, but that's like a mandatory requirement, right? Gotta bring up that Sonic stream from, dang, like 8 years ago? Yeah, I think 8 years ago now. Yeah, it's 2016. I have not played Smash 4. Do you think the next Smash game is coming in 2025, 2026, or 2027? I am going to say they probably, if they really wanted to, they totally could get it out for holiday 2025. Assuming that the Switch 2 is coming out in March, like we all think it's going to. Think about it. Sora, the end of Ultimate, right? The end of Ultimate with Sora and that final balance patch was 2021. All of 2022, all of 2023, all of 2024, and presumably, assuming they were going to target a 2025 release date, that's pretty much all of 2020. They will have had 3 to 4 years to work on a new game in that, assuming that they went right from one game to another, because when Smash 4 was done, they went pretty much right from Smash 4 to Ultimate, with like maybe a small break in between. So assuming that they're doing, you know, maybe a small break and then they just jump immediately on working on the next one, they could totally get a new game out. Not a port, a new game out the door by the end of 2025 if they really wanted to. I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to save it for 2026. That's what I think they're going to do. I think it's going to be the holiday 2026 game. That's just my gut feeling based on what we've had with the last two games. Smash games never really come out in that first year. The only time that's happened is with Melee. Melee wasn't a launch game, but it was a launch window game. It came out like a month or two after the GameCube. But outside of that, they've always come out like a year or two after the console. So I think it's going to be holiday 2026. If it's 2025, that's great. I think it's going to be 2026. Sad no one else is streaming Smash 3DS. Well, yeah, like I mentioned, it is kind of hard to stream this game legitimately, or you can stream this game not legitimately, or at least not from official hardware. I mean, obviously, if you rip your own stuff, it's fine and all that. But point is, obviously, you got to use an emulator if you really want to be able to stream it properly, which is what I'm doing right now, obviously. Hi, Antonio, welcome to the stream. I kind of missed you there. Some stuff involving that game you're making. Yeah, I definitely will. Sometime, maybe tomorrow, I'll get around to playing it. I'll totally play it. Yeah, again, just send me the exe on Discord or whatever, and I'll totally see what that game's all about, and help you with whatever you want some help with, to the best of my ability, at least. Obviously, I'm not a programmer or developer or anything. I saw you're using, I think, Unity to make it from that screenshot I saw. Alright then, I think now I'm fully caught up here on the chat. From Critically Retrospective. I just finished up Ultimate Tourney. I was reviewing VODs and I saw you recommended. Alrighty then, YouTube recommended actually did something useful for me. That's awesome. Again, thank you for being here. So let's go ahead and see who we're going to play as. So a part of me is tempted to just start with something normal like Mario, but at the same time, it's like, I should play as a Smash 4 character, right? This is a Smash 4 game. Let's do a Smash 4 character. Doesn't really matter which one, just someone from Smash 4. Oh yeah, that's right, all the DLC characters are over here. This didn't used to be the case, by the way. For those of you that remember Smash 3DS and remember the entire life cycle from beginning to end, all of the DLC characters up until like the end were still on the main screen. And they were right here where this big extra fighters button is. They used to be here. But then when Corrin and Bayonetta came out, they changed it, so now all of the DLC stuff is on its own screen. And now you get these big icons. You can also see like the low quality of them now. You can't really see it as much on these ones, but obviously when these ones are all big and blown up, again, designed for a 240p screen and all that. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a big deal, obviously. It's fine, but anyways. We're not gonna do a DLC character. I think it's a bit too, like, easy for me to do. Just do, like, Cloud or something. No, let's do a base character that actually was available on October 3rd, 2014. So, let's see. Go with Robin. I don't know, I just feel like doing Robin. And you know what? Since we're kind of doing a throwback here with this being Smash 3DS and all that, we'll play as Red Robin as a throwback to the one and only. You know who I'm talking about. I already referenced him earlier on in the stream. We'll go ahead and do this on Insanity 9.0. Look how clean this game looks now that I have it set to like 4K, though. It looks so sharp now. Do I have all the custom moves? I think, because the save file I have on this is just from online. Oh yeah, so since I haven't played this game in a while on here, I haven't even really played it that much on here because, I mean, The amount of people playing Smash 3DS these days, you know, are pretty low. But I do occasionally boot it up just for the heck of it. But because I don't have any shaders saved up, so if the game lags or stutters, that's just because there's no shaders built up, not because my computer can't handle it. Because obviously my computer can handle it. I mean, it's... Oh god. Because, I mean, it's Smash 3DS. Even at 4K, that's like nothing. I was gonna say, do I have the C-Stick stuff turned on? I will say, it's been a long time since I've played Smash 4, so I'm probably gonna suck. So just a warning on that, I suppose. But yeah, I guess we may as well get this out of the way, because it's kind of like the big development that's happened in the last few days. You know, it's really unfortunate. Again, I already kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier, but man, I have not played Robin in a very long time. That also doesn't help, I will admit. I haven't played Robin even in Ultimate in a long time, I think. I've played Robin every once in a while. Wait, I just realized that sound, that's, you know, that's the classic, like, going back to, like, Melee, I think. Like, you know, losing sound. Or no, that's Brawl. Is that in Melee? Because there are, it might be in Melee, I don't know, it's been a long time. Yeah, that's like, you know, that's one of the classic sound effects. Maybe I should have picked a character that I've actually played in the last little while. This stage also is not helping. I got nothing against Green Hill Zone, but it's not a stage I play on particularly often. Maybe I probably should have picked a different character. Maybe I shouldn't have put on 9.0 as well, even though I feel like it's mainly just because I'm not good at this character right now. It also doesn't help that the controls are, like, not quite as intuitive for me right now as I feel like they should be. You know what? I'm gonna pick a different character. I don't, like... I'm gonna pick a character I can actually play as right now, so I don't just get unnecessarily wrecked for no good reason. Or I could just turn down the intensity, but I feel like I should not be doing that badly. I feel like I'm just... again, I haven't played this game in a long time, and the controls are not as intuitive as the Wii U version, even. Because, like, even though there's the C-Stick, it doesn't work exactly the same way as it does with a proper C-Stick. I don't know. We'll do Mega Man. Maybe I'll go down a different route as well. So yeah, I forgot. In the 3DS version, it's route-based. Well, I think green is the easiest one. If I remember correctly. I mean, red's obviously the hardest. Hey, look, it's this stage. The stage people have wanted to see come back for... I would say 10 years. Really, that's not actually a proper statement. I think I need to change my controls, because I think my controls are also not really set up. Oh yes, let me talk about the Ryujinx. Yeah, I got sidetracked because like I'm rusty at this because I don't have my controls set up correctly. So Ryujinx. So obviously, if you haven't been living under a rock and you follow emulation in any shape, way, or form, or if you follow Nintendo news in any shape, way, or form, you've definitely heard about it by now. But if you haven't, yeah, so Ryujinx, which is the second Switch emulator. The first one was Yuzu. That's the one that most people know. But Ryujinx has also been a thing for a long time, and I personally prefer it. I used to be on Yuzu years ago, but over the last, like, 2 years, I switched over to Ryujinx. I just preferred it more from, like, the way it works and some of the features. And, of course, earlier this year, we had the whole Yuzu lawsuit. Yuzu got shut down. That was really unfortunate, mainly because Citra got taken down in the process. And I personally was more annoyed at Citra going away than Yuzu, but that's just me. Still, it sucked either way. And people were wondering, okay, now is something going to happen to Ryujinx? And the guys at Ryujinx were, of course, all like, oh, we're fine. We don't have anything to worry about. You know, we haven't... You know, we'll be fine. And there was a variety of reasons for that. I won't get into it. Everyone else has talked about them probably to death. You know, the various things that happened with Yuzu and how the Ryujinx situation would be different. But point is, people generally were thinking, we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll be fine, maybe they won't. And then the other day, we got an announcement, if you want to call it that, that the main developer behind the project had been contacted. And they were offered to, like, shut down the project. And we don't really know the specifics of why. And it wasn't, you know, some big lawsuit or, you know, it was nowhere near, like, the scale of, like, what happened with Yuzu, where there was a lawsuit and there was a whole big thing. It was nowhere near that. It was literally just Nintendo being like, hey, we would like you to, like, we have an offer you can't possibly refuse to, like, shut down... Like, at least shut down the GitLab repo, or GitLab repo, yeah, GitHub repo. I don't know why I said GitLab. And then apparently, I don't know. Basically, as far as we can tell, Ryujinx is basically, it's not officially 1000% dead in the water, technically, at least not in the way that Yuzu was, but it's basically on its way out the door, unfortunately. Although, because it didn't get embroiled in a lawsuit and therefore doesn't have the whole code issue that happened with Yuzu, where it was like, does Nintendo own the Yuzu code now? Like, that whole thing. That seemingly isn't really a thing with Ryujinx, so on paper, someone could make a fork of Ryujinx, and it would be fine. It wouldn't be under any threat, but again, we'll have to see. It's really early. Okay, let me change my controls. Let me change my controls here. I am not doing good in any form right now. This is really bad. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything to add to the Ryujinx situation. All I really have to say is that it sucks. I liked Ryujinx. It's been my main Switch emulator for like the last 2 years. I was hoping that it would be able to stick around, and it still very well might through a fork, but... yeah. I don't think Switch emulation is dead or anything. You can never stop the internet, like I said in my community post, but... obviously, this is another hit. It's another big hit, but... like with music, like with game distribution... it doesn't matter how hard Nintendo tries, they're never going to be able to kill off anything completely. That's just not how the internet works. It's a losing battle. It's one of the reasons why I don't really get all worked up about whenever they do stuff like that. I mean, it sucks when they do it, obviously, but it's just like, oh, it'll come back. Oh, they shut down a music channel? Oh, there'll be another one. Oh, they shut down this ROM site? Oh, there'll be another one. You know, like, oh, they shut down this emulator? There'll be another. Because there's always going to be another one. It's just the nature of the internet, right? It sucks when stuff gets taken down. I don't like it by any means, but there's always going to be another one. That's just how it works. So it's one of the reasons I don't really get up in arms every time they do something stupid that nobody likes. Okay, so there is one problem with playing Smash 3DS on an emulator, or at least on a Citra type emulator, is it's not the most stable. You might be noticing this problem where every time I try to go into the settings, it decides to basically freeze, or soft lock, basically. Yeah, it does that sometimes, and it only happens on this game. Smash Wii U on Cemu doesn't have this problem. Smash Ultimate on Ryujinx doesn't have this problem. Melee and Brawl on Dolphin don't have this problem. It's only this game that has this problem. And I imagine it's because this game has not been worked on too much from Citra's end, because if I'm being completely honest, there's not much demand for it, or at least there wasn't back when Citra was, you know, active. Obviously it works, generally speaking, but it definitely is not perfect. I can tell you that. So basically, if this happens, the game is soft locked and you have to restart it. If it just sits here on a loading screen, that's pretty much what you gotta do. So it looks like I'm not gonna be able to change any of my settings, so that is annoying. Emulators are great, but they can have their issues sometimes. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna have to accept stock controls because I can't really change anything. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna play as Mario. Well, just play as Mario. I can play as Mario to some extent. Let's go down the middle. I gotta love that the low quality Xander Mobus. Again, Smash 3DS's audio is fairly compressed, even by 3DS standards, which wasn't really a problem when you were playing it on the 3DS, even though I could notice it even back then. But I know I just said it, but this is one of the problems. This is one of the problems. Playing this game on an emulator is not a pleasant experience, unfortunately, because it has the least amount of work done on it of all the games on the other emulators. Because again, no one plays this game, so the amount of people that have actually spent time optimizing it and fixing bugs is not many. Which is why, if you saw on the menu where it has like the compatibility rating for this game is just okay. It's not good, it's not great, it's just okay. And I'd say that's pretty much accurate. I'm gonna try this one more time, and if this doesn't work, then I'll just do, like, All-Star. We're gonna do something. This stream is going to be successful. I will make it successful, dang it. Hold on a second. Is it? Wait, no, not remove. I'm trying to figure out if the stream itself isn't lagging, but like is like the feed. I'm just using like display capture. Maybe I should. Let me try not using display capture. Let me try. I think there's an option to like just capture specific applications. Let's see. Game capture, display capture. What's game capture exactly? Capture any full screen application. And it's freezing again. Okay, let's try All-Star. Oh, man. Well, at least when I do the Smash Wii U stream, it'll definitely work. I mean, we're probably just going to play it on the Wii U itself, but even if I wanted to do it on Cemu, I know that Cemu will do it just fine. I've never had Cemu hang up in it. If I'm being honest, the main thing I want to do is Smash Run, but I don't want to just rush into that. So I'm trying to do other stuff first. But the game needs to actually work for me to be able to do that. Come on. God. Yeah, maybe it would be better if I actually had a 3DS with a capture card, because then at least the game would work. Like, really? Like, I can't play this? Like, just let me play the game. Like, come on. Just this one time. Like, normally it doesn't freeze this much. I mean, I know I've said that it does soft lock sometimes, but now it's just soft locking whenever I want to do anything, basically. Come on, just let me play. Oh yeah, we could do one of these real quick. This surely should work. It's just a little mini game. Man, this is really awkward. I can't play the game because it doesn't want to work. Oh, come on. It's just Target Blast. Like, just let me play it. Oh, man. Apologies if anyone's even still here. I haven't seen anyone talk in the chat for a little bit. And it says concurrent viewers are 0, but then again, YouTube's concurrent number thing is kind of inaccurate, so there might be no one here. I might just be talking to no one right now, but honestly, I wouldn't really blame you if you left the stream at this point, because one, I wasn't doing good when the game wasn't working, and now the game isn't working. The game isn't working. Like, come on. Maybe I should try the Pablo MK7 build. See if that's any better. Or I could just try straight up Citra. I still have it. I still have the final build of Citra. Oh, come on. Work, dang it. Just let me play a game. Let me try to... This shouldn't make any difference. Let me just try doing a different skin. This really shouldn't matter. Come on. Load. Load. Load, dang you, load. Okay. You know what? Okay. This probably isn't going to make a difference, but just in case Lime 3DS is the reason why this isn't working, let me go ahead and try using the last version of Citra, the last official version from March 2024. And let me see if that version will actually work. Again, I really apologize for the stream kind of being a disaster so far. Which I assume is why everyone has seemingly left. And again, I really don't blame you, honestly. Okay, let's see. There's Citra. Canary or Nightly? Nightly is like the stable version, more or less, so I guess we'll do that one. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on, that's not the one. Dark colorful. There we go. So yeah, this is, yes, yeah, Citra Nightly 2104. This is the last of, like, the mainline build that's official. And this ran the game fine most of the time, so again, maybe it's just... I don't know, maybe Lime 3DS just is not cooperating right now for some reason. Gotta change the directory so it actually detects all my stuff. My games, 3DS. No, NAND. This is the set NAND directory. DMC. There we go. Okay. There. I think the save data just carries over. I think everything will just work from this point onward in theory. Let's see, graphics, yeah. Asynchronous shader. Change the controller again. Left, right, up, down. Wait, no, that's the D-pad. Okay. Will it work now? Oh, wait, it's on OpenGL still. Wait, no. Stop. All right, and also this. Large screen. Okay. Oh, man, we've been streaming for almost an hour now. We've barely gotten any good gameplay in. I know I spent, like, the first 20 minutes talking, but, like, even still. Okay. So this is technically an older version, but it's the last of the official versions, at least, so... Let's just try opening up controls first, before we do anything else. Well, that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. I have a very bad feeling the stream is going to be is going to end up being a total flop. Come on, just... It's, like, weird, too, because I was able to get into, like, a match the first couple of times. Get into a match. Like I'm playing online or something. Like, come on. Come on. Load. Load. Load, damn you, load. Okay. I don't know what to do. It just does not want to work. And again, like I mentioned earlier, it's never been perfect, but normally it loads like 75% of the time. But now it just doesn't want to. It just freezes. Well, not freezes, it just doesn't load. It soft locks. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna try doing a normal match. I don't even really want to do that right now, but let's just try. All the other modes don't want to work right now, so let's just try doing a regular match against CPUs. Let's just do that. I wanted to do Master Core, but clearly that's not gonna happen. Okay, let's just do a regular match against bots. Or at least let's attempt to. Let's at least attempt to. Okay, we'll just try Battlefield. 3DS Battlefield, which, by the way, 3DS Battlefield is its own unique Battlefield. It's not just the Wii U one. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's go for what the main reason I wanted to do this in the first place was anyway. Let's try Smash Run. If Smash Run doesn't work, I might just call it for this stream and just it's a failure. It just is what it is. But I really want to do but this is what I really want to do. I really want to do Smash Run because Smash Run's really fun. And it's the one thing that's unique to 3DS. But will it load? Like, come on, just let me play this one mode. This is like the one mode this version has going for it. Come on. I wonder if deleting... Hold on. I have an idea. Hold on. Wait, I have an idea to maybe save this. Let me try deleting shaders. Delete OpenGL shader cache. That's just for OpenGL, though. What about Vulkan? I don't know. Maybe that's what's causing the problem. I don't know. I'm just trying to get this to work. It doesn't want to work, but we're going to try and make it work. But I have a bad feeling that we're going to have to just call it. And just, the stream's just going to end up being, well, we tried. And we'll just have to can it, but okay, if this doesn't work, I'll try running on OpenGL. Because what I technically just deleted there was OpenGL shaders. There wasn't an option for Vulkan shaders, even though I'm using Vulkan right now. Okay. Let's try OpenGL. Open shader cache location. I'm going to delete everything that's in there, so there's nothing. Let's try OpenGL. And this time I deleted the shader folder, so there shouldn't be anything there. So if the shaders are what's causing it to freeze or lock up every loading screen, then I don't know. Oh, whoa, the game just stuttered for a second. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Okay. I'm gonna let that sit there for a second, even though I really don't know if there's any point letting it sit there. Okay. 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 Let me try and see if there's a fix for this. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Oh, there's no replies. I saw a Reddit post from like 4 years ago. Yeah, I see there are people online that have very much run into this problem. Hold on. Wait, let's see. Let's see, ever since I started... Okay, this, let's see... It's completely normal. Okay, hold on. Is this share cache? Delete cache. Let me try... because I had that asynchronous... I don't know, let's see. Let me see if that... So yeah, because yeah, that screen wasn't showing up before, the part that's like, load the shaders. Maybe that's the problem? Maybe I just didn't want to have that asynchronous thing turned on. I don't know. But if this doesn't fix it, then honestly, I don't know. I think we might just have to throw in the towel. And this stream will just be a loss. And that's just going to be that, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I know I've said this probably 5 times to all 0 people still watching this, but it normally works-ish. It'll normally work like at least half the time. Now I can't play anything. I can't do a regular match, I can't do Classic, I can't do All-Star, I can't do Smash Run, like I can't do anything. Oh, man. Just for the heck of it, let's try a different character. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but we may as well. Oh god, the audio is lagging. Although that's the least of our problems right now. Our problem is that the game just doesn't want to load. Oh, wow. Oh, God, there's like no shaders built up, so the performance is... Holy Jesus. Now the game is actually working. Kinda. Ah, man. Honestly, it doesn't even matter at this point. Everyone's already left. No one's watching this anyway. The game screwed up for way too long, and now it's working, I guess. Maybe. Oh yeah, I should try loading the controls. Oh shoot, I didn't realize. I can't get... He's not standing... Nope. I was gonna say, yeah, this is the game that introduced his current Final Smash, because yeah, in Brawl it was, yeah, the chef one. Where he boils you in a pot. Holy Jesus, it took us... How long have we been doing this stream? An hour and 11 minutes to win a match. But that's, of course, mainly just because the game is refusing to cooperate, because this game is not very optimized for Citra, unfortunately. Because, again, no one wants to put any work into optimizing this game, because no one wants it to be optimized, unfortunately. Oh wow, look how big the borders are for when you're on a team. Okay, but at least the game is working. At least if I play as Kirby, it's working. It didn't want to work when I was playing as Mario. But you know what? At least the game works now. So I'll take it. Maybe we can salvage this stream. Maybe. Oh wow, that actually went by really quickly. Yeah, I feel just it's working. It's working. It might be a little bit too late here, but at least it is working now. But anyways, now that the game is actually working, I think I mentioned this earlier, but like I actually think the classic mode in 3DS might be my favorite in the series, or at least I like it quite a bit, actually. I really like the different paths. I think that's a pretty cool idea. I mean, obviously, you know, the mural in Ultimate is neat. Obviously, Ultimate brings back, you know, a race to the finish type thing. That's cool. You know, Melee obviously has good classic mode, you know, but I don't know. I think the classic mode in this game is a bit underrated, honestly. There's not many things I would say this game is underrated for. Again, there's a reason, as much as I love it, there's a reason why it's kind of forgotten. Because everything that this game does well, the Wii U version also does well for the most part, and Ultimate also. Again, it's the whole, like this applies to both versions of Smash 4, but, like, there's really no reason to come back to either of these games for the most part. Except for, like, one or two things. The main reason to go back to Smash Wii U is for, like, the handful of stages that didn't come back, or for Smash Tour. And I actually like Smash Tour. It's not a replacement for a story mode, obviously, but I do genuinely think Smash Tour is actually kind of fun. It's not as good as Smash Run. Smash Run is obviously the superior mode, but... Oh, dang it. Oh yeah, I remember when Isabelle was an assist trophy? You know, this isn't Smash news necessarily, but this is, you know, news that we got recently. Oh, well, I think that's my first death in this run, though, so you know what? I'll take that. I've actually been doing okay these last couple matches, so I'm okay with that. And we don't need to do 9.0. We don't need 9.0. It's not important for 3DS. That matters on Wii U because of Master Fortress. I forget what number you have to be at to get Master Fortress. But anyway, so one thing we found out that's not really Smash news, but it's Smash adjacent news, kind of, sorta. I don't know. So Sakurai has his YouTube channel, right? He has his YouTube channel. And he announced that the final episode of his, like, Creating Games series is going to be coming out on the 15th. But that there's going to be, like, a special finale episode sometime after that. Now, he said earlier this year that the series was going to end sometime this year, but I don't think I expected it to be, like, this late into the year. But, I don't know. I admittedly have not watched that many of those. Obviously, they're not really targeted at, like, me and you all that much, but obviously I have watched some of them, particularly the ones that talk about, well, Smash. Like, all of, like, the game retrospectives he's done, like, where he talks about all the games he's developed. I've watched all of those. And I've watched a couple of others here and there, but I don't know. It's still kind of funny that that channel exists, because I remember, like, 5 years ago, people were joking, what if Sakurai had, like, a YouTube channel or something? And then, like, now it actually exists, right? Just not in the form that people thought it would. I think he has about, like, 500,000 across both channels, because there's an English channel and a Japanese channel. I think he has about, like, I think he might have, like, close to 1 million if you combine the two of them. Yeah, Isabelle again. Oh, dang it. Screwed that up. Dang it! I was so close. Oh, dang. Are we gonna be too low? What's the threshold? I forget what the threshold is. Is it 8.0? Oh, dang it. What's the threshold for Master Core? Because I want to get at least one Master Core. Because that's like the big new boss in this game. Because I mean, like that's the big boss of Smash 4 is Master Core. And I want to get at least one Master Core. I think it might be 8.0. I think you have to be 8.0 to get Master Core. So I think we're gonna have to do another round of this, even if I do win to this point. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that, I guess. I think we're gonna have to do it again, though. That's the problem. Again, I think 8.0 is the threshold. Again, it's been a really long time, but I think 8.0 is like the threshold. I don't think we're gonna get Master Core, even if I win the rest of these. I think this is the one right before. I think, yeah, the Fighting Me team. Oh, wait a second. Okay, so this is because I'm using an emulator and I don't have, like, all the stuff set up properly or whatever. Notice how they don't have any heads? That's because I don't have, like, any Mii data stored on here. Also, yeah, look at that texture. Look at that, like, Minecraft, like, rock texture. Or Minecraft, like a stone, like, not stone, stone brick or whatever texture right there. Again, this game was designed for a 240p screen. You might also notice, like, there's some, like, weird artifacting on, like, the sides of the screen. That's just the emulator. The actual game doesn't have that. Again, as has been very apparent throughout this entire stream, this game is not very optimized on Citra. So, even when the game does work, there is some glitching here and there. It's nothing major, like, obviously it's still playable, but, like, the image doesn't look as good as it could be, because there are some of those, like, weird, like, artifacts on the side and whatever. But at least I have a higher resolution to make up for it. Okay, I think we're gonna be fighting Master Hand, which is not at all what I want. Wait, no, I screwed that up. I think if I went down the other route, it might have taken me to, I screwed that up. Oh, it might have been Master Hand and Crazy Hand, though, if I went down the other route instead. But I think the other route, in theory, may have taken me. I don't know. Ah, dang it. Oh yeah, the slices of cheese. Remember I joked about that back in the day. Yeah, all the classic moves that's been around since, like, Melee. On top of newer ones, of course. I think Ultimate is the one that adds, like, the paint. There's like water balloons or something that have paint in them. I think that was added in Ultimate. Oh yeah, another thing, by the way, is this version of Final Destination is also not the one that's on Wii U. It has the same platform, like the platform we're playing on right now. This is the one that's in Wii U, but the background is completely different. Yeah, look at the resolution of those effects. Woo! Okay, well I can at least say we did one thing this stream that actually worked out. We at least got one round of Classic done, even though it wasn't with Master Core, so it only like half counts. But at least we did something that worked. I might even stick with Kirby next time, just because, whoa, look at the resolution of those trophies. Because they're like PNGs, or whatever. They're like really low res, like PNGs. Like, unironically, like 30 pixels or something. I don't even remember them being like that. Oh, there's Sakurai. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Yeah. Hit all of them, you can... Yeah. I'm just gonna fast forward through it, to be honest. Or at least right before... When does it show up? Or we gotta be nearing the end, probably. Where's the part where... Because Owada will show up at the very end. Localization. Come on. Quality assurance. Come on, where is it? We gotta be nearing the end. It does go by fast, as you can see. Next level games. Oh god. Bandai Namco Singapore. There he is, right there at the end. Alrighty then. Well, we at least got that. I'm very afraid to use another character, because now I'm worried that it's gonna not work. I'm gonna stick with Kirby just because we know Kirby works, maybe, sorta, kinda. Now, I'm gonna lower it down to 8.0 just so we can get through this faster. I just wanna get one thing in with Master Core. That's like all I want from Classic mode. That's all I want. Well, at least the game hasn't locked up yet. Again, no one's really talking, so I'm assuming I'm just talking no one right now. But if anyone is here, then thank you for putting up with all of the technical issues here. If anyone is still watching. Oh no. I guess the streak had to end at some point. Oh, I just realized we were on OpenGL that whole time. Let's try Smash Run. Yes! Finally! Oh my god. I haven't played this, and I think I said this earlier, but I think I unironically haven't played this in, like... I probably haven't played this since the Switch came out. The last time I played this was probably 2016, and even then it probably wasn't that much. I think most of my time playing this was like 2014 and 2015. By 2016, probably not even, probably like maybe only once or twice. But yeah, no, it's been a hot minute since I've played. But yeah, this mode's really cool because it's basically like, it's basically one big subspace level. And there's like a bunch of mini games and stuff. There's even subspace enemies in this. But it's been so long that I don't remember the layout entirely. Yeah, see, look, there's subspace enemies in this. At least I think that one's from subspace. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. I screwed up. Let's go down here. Yep, there's another subspace enemy. I remember, like, around, like, E3 2017-ish, there was that one fake screenshot of, like, a Smash, like, Wii U port that was, like, the Wii U and 3DS version combined for Switch. And it had, like, an updated version of Smash Run in it, and there was, like, 4-player split screen or something. That would have been, honestly, kind of cool if we had gotten it back, but... Oh yeah, the bear from Ice Climber. Can you even kill him? I'm not even sure. Oh, the subspace doors! I forgot they were in this as well. Come on. Yes, just barely. There actually is a mini game in this that's break the targets, which is really funny because the game itself doesn't have break the targets. It has like the target. It has like the Angry Birds thing, which I actually didn't mind back in the day, but obviously nowadays I'd obviously much prefer just have actual break the targets. Oh, dang it. So we have like, special isn't all that high. Everything else is gym. Oh wait, now is this gonna be the part where it? Okay, no, thank God. You know, I feel like by this point I really should just like talk about stuff. I haven't really done that all that much this stream. I've been mostly talking about the game and it not working for the most part, outside of a couple of things at the beginning. But the thing is, and I know I've said this before, but one of the reasons why I don't stream that often these days is because if I don't have enough things to talk about, then the stream kind of gets boring, and who wants to watch a stream that's boring? So it's one of the reasons why I tend to like only stream once in a while, or whenever there's like a direct or something. Because I don't want to just sit here not saying anything, you know, like that. That's obviously kind of awkward. You know, I would sit here and talk about like Smash 4 memories and stuff, but I'm probably going to save that for the Wii U stream, because that's going to be like the big one, and also everything is going to actually work for that one, so I won't have like, you know, taken, you know, the wind out of, you know, the stream sails by constantly yeah, you get the idea there. Let's go Cloud, I guess. Where's the red one? Apparently someone already has something in the preset from the save data. Oh god, yeah, I can already tell that my speed is definitely higher than normal. For some reason, the music is live and learn. Oh yeah, you can change the music in this. I forgot about that, actually. Oh god, yeah, look how high I am. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. I've pretty much never played Smash Run with any of like the later DLC characters. I've probably played it with like Lucas and Ryu, but like Cloud and especially Corrin and Bayonetta, probably like never. Hey, look how high I can jump. Okay, so we're back to this area from last one. Oh! Oh, dang it. Okay, so this is the corner of the map. Okay. You look at that. Look at how fast I'm moving. The rest area theme from this game. Whoa, whoa. Okay, now we're back to the beginning. And the session, I guess, is about to end. It's kind of like in that one Harry Potter game, how there's like the jelly bean room and you have like a minute or whatever. That's a reference that like no one's gonna get except for like the couple of people that watched me stream that game like a few years ago. Or anyone that grew up on it. If you're one of those people that know what game I'm talking, like which game in particular I'm talking about, then shout out to you. Oh yeah, I forgot this was one of the ones you could get. Oh god, I can jump pretty high, but ironically, me jumping pretty high is kind of the problem right now. Oh god. How am I not hitting anything? What? Oh, there we go. I went a long way without hitting anything. Oh, dang it. I don't no. I probably tied. Okay, then. I'll take it. The thing, I just want to keep doing this now. I just want to keep doing this. But I want to get at least one round of Master Core. Just one. Just the one. Just the one. Well, I guess we'll stick with Cloud again, assuming Cloud works, of course. Oh yeah, I like the little, like, do. I went, like, when you do that. I didn't really demonstrate it there, but... Well, it worked though. I haven't seen anyone from Twitch show up at all. Guess I shouldn't be surprised, considering that no one's streaming this game, but... it would have been nice to see someone pop in. Alrighty. I think the feed to the stream might be like dropping frames. Like OBS itself isn't, but the capture, the window capture, I think is, or at least it is on my end. Like right now, the stream is all choppy on the preview window, but maybe for the actual stream, it's not. Because I think I had the same thing happen last time I did one, like a Smash stream of some kind, and like I was like, oh, it looks like the preview is choppy. Is it actually choppy? And then someone was like, nah, it's fine. So I guess it's just a weird OBS preview thing. There we go. That was introduced in this game as well. That's from Kid Icarus, which is basically the Kid Icarus version of the Kirby one from Brawl. Okay, don't freeze, don't freeze, don't freeze. Okay, thank God. All right. God, you can really hear the bit crushed audio in like those like voice clips. Like the music sounds okay, but like the voice clips are like really compressed. But again, that was how they managed to fit this game into like a 1.2 gig size on like a 3DS cart. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's gonna knock me down to 7.5. That's not good. Well, we will keep going, but I don't think you get Master Core unless you're at like 8. Or is that how it works on Wii U? I think on 3DS there might be a lower threshold. I'm not entirely sure. If anyone would like to check up, you know, like go on the wiki real quick and see like what the threshold is for 3DS. I forget if it's 8 or 7. Because I know you have to reach a certain threshold on Wii U to get like Master Fortress, but I forget what the threshold is to get like just plain old Master Core on 3DS. I should bring up the stream on YouTube just to see if the stream really is like choppy, because again, on the preview in OBS it's choppy, but every other thing says it's fine. Alrighty. So I'm gonna bring this up on my phone, just so I can like see if the stream is actually stable or not. Because if it's choppy, then that's definitely not helping. Even though the game is totally smooth, like, for me, like, on my end, it's totally smooth right now. But I don't know if, like, what you're seeing on the stream is smooth. Uh-oh. Okay, then. Palutenas? Look how the army in the background is literally just, like, black pixels. Like, literally, like, squares. I forget what it looks like in Ultimate, but obviously in Ultimate it probably looks a lot better. Like, there's actually something there. But again, on a 240p screen, looks just fine. Those rocks in the background being so pixelated, I don't know if that might be the emulator. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a long time. I don't remember what this stage looked like on 3DS super well, so... Hey, look, we got a Pichu trophy. Okay. I like how it's all like, dude. It's like giving you a chance. Yeah. That's what I figured. You have to be on 8.0. You have to be on 8.0. That's the threshold. Yeah, right now, I think that the feed is lagging. Again, the stream itself isn't dropping frames or anything, but, like, the OBS, like, desktop capture thing is not holding 60 FPS for some reason. I don't know why. It's obviously not a hardware issue, it's just OBS for some reason. Wait. Wait, what? I forgot about this. I completely forgot that it starts as Master Hand versus Crazy Hand, and then it transitions. I forgot about that. I only have one life, though, so that's not helpful. Yeah. So it must be 7.0 then. It must be 7.0. I was too close to the edge. I would have survived that otherwise. If I remember correctly, this is the last part of it, at least on the 3DS version. There might be more on the Wii U version, I forget. I mean, obviously there's the Master Fortress thing, but that's not technically part of Master Core, even though it kind of is. I actually really like Master Core. I really think they, because you know how in Ultimate they brought back some of, like, the old, they brought back, like, you know, Giga Bowser and Gallium from Subspace and stuff. They should have brought back, Master Core as well. Because I think Master Core is an underrated aspect of Smash 4 in general.
Final results.
I'm glad we were able to turn this stream around. This stream for like the first 40, 50 minutes was just like, it kept freezing and freezing and freezing, but now like it's working and I'm actually doing okay. I'm not getting completely wrecked. I've managed to kind of get back into the groove of the controls. Like, yeah, I feel like we managed to kind of turn this stream around a bit. Ah, dang it! I didn't get a water. Oh yeah, and I forgot about that too. When you play as Cloud, it gives you like the FF7, or it gives you the Final Fantasy font, I should say, in general. It doesn't do that for like any of the other characters. Okay, so we got one thing of Master Core in. Okay. Can we do Target Blast? Because this is exclusive to this game. Can we get... I mean, this is on Wii U, so, like, we can just do this when we do the Wii U version next month, but, like, come on. Can we at least get one teeny little thing into this? It's not... It's, like, literally 10 seconds. No. No, we cannot. Well, at least the game has actually started to work to some extent. Again, apologies for, like, if the game, like, because the game is running at 60 pretty much the entire time outside of, like, shader compilation. So if you see a prolonged period where it just, like, is a lower frame rate for some reason, that's just, like, the OBS display capture thing dropping frames or something. I don't know. I don't know what else I can really do. Because, I mean, there is a game capture setting. Hold on. Capture specific window. Capture audio beta. I mean, it's already capturing audio, so I don't really know why I need to include that. Limit capture frame rate. I'm sure there's a use case for that, but that's obviously not for me. Okay, so let's see if this is any better. It might be, it might not. I don't know. I'm using a different feature this time to see if it makes any difference. Let's try and do another thing of a smash run. Keyword try. Try. If it decides to actually work. Let's see. Let's go with... We'll go with Shulk, I guess. If it actually loads. I have VSync turned on, right? I don't think this is the game settings that's the problem. I'm just double checking. System, graphics. Oh, whatever. Okay, hold on. Start. Full screen. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, whoa. Okay, hold on. Let me turn back on this. The game just crashed. Like, the entire game just crashed. What? Okay, let's try going back to Lime 3DS. We were just using regular Citra there, but let's try going back to Lime 3DS and seeing if it, let's de-check that async shader. Okay. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I don't think it even really matters, but let's just go back to OpenGL. Whoa, did you hear the audio lag? Oh yeah, we can't play this. It's just a little mini game, basically. But this was kind of like a cool little, like, thing. Yeah, I remember this. This was kind of fun. But yeah, this is a Street Pass thing, though, so we can't really do it on emulator. So I'd like to be able to get in, like, one more solid run of something, and then we'll probably call it. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this stream up or not, because I'm kind of like, I don't know. I kind of feel like it started so bad that I kind of feel like it's tainted the rest of the stream for me. And I'm thinking that, like, maybe I should just, I don't know. We tried, we were able to revive it somewhat, but I kind of feel like everyone left when the game wasn't working and no one's really come back. So it's, this stream's kind of almost categorically a failure from that perspective, at least. And obviously, I don't need, like, 50 people watching for it to be a success, but... you know. I think the most amount of people I've gotten to watch the stream is maybe like 8. The most amount of people that ever tuned into one of my streams was the E3 2019 stream. There was like 8 or 9 people. That's the most amount of viewers I've ever had, and it's never been that high since. It's been like maybe a couple during like a Smash stream, and like every other kind of stream is like 1, maybe 2. But that could just be a rounding error. But hey, such is the life of the small streamer that's not even really a streamer, if I'm being honest. At least I don't really consider myself a streamer, even though the lack of uploads would say otherwise, but we've talked about that 1,000 times. I just want one more solid run of something. That's all I'm asking for. Alrighty. Ah, great, because I don't have shaders built up on this. So it's gonna lag a bit. A mouse cursor. So yeah, after this, we'll just call it. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this stream. I'm not going to delete it or anything. I rarely delete streams. If I'm not happy with how a stream turns out, I'll just, like, unlist it. Maybe private it if I really don't like it. But I never delete anything. There's, like, no point in deleting anything on YouTube, because YouTube... See, one of the most underrated aspects of YouTube is that you get infinite storage. This isn't like, you know, Vimeo, where, like, you can only have, you know, 5 gigs or something. Like, and you have to buy more. No. One of the best things about YouTube is that you can have as many videos and streams as you want and never hit a cap. So there's no point in deleting anything, basically. Like, why would you ever delete a video when there's no harm to just keeping it on your account? Even if you don't want it seen anymore, just make it private. But there's no need to delete it, you know? Outside of, like, very rare circumstances where that may be necessary for some reason or another. Yay, look at this. A baby version of Break the Targets. With the trophy music. There are ones that are harder than that, by the way. I know that was pretty simple and easy, but there are ones that are harder than that, even in this mode. Oh god, I'm falling for a long time here. Oh. But yeah, there's no point of deleting anything. Like, if there's something that I'm not happy with, and I don't really want to be public in some form, you know, basically if I don't want it to be, like, public, make it unlisted. And if I don't want it to be viewable at all, I'll just make it private. But I'll almost never delete something. I don't think I've ever deleted anything that, like, is supposed to be even remotely permanent. Like, I've deleted test streams before. Like, I've done... unironically, hundreds of test streams in, like, the couple of months since I've had the new internet, just to, like, test out, you know, various encoders and resolutions and stuff. And obviously all of those get deleted pretty much immediately because there's no point in keeping them. They just clog up your YouTube Studio feed. But if for any, like, stream or video that actually is supposed to be something, I never ever delete them. Just unlist or private if I don't want them to be public. And even then, I rarely private stuff. It's very rare for me. Because I'm of the belief that I feel like you should be able to watch something regardless of whether or not it's public facing or not. Like, I have hundreds of videos that aren't public anymore just because I don't want them to be public, but if you want to watch them, you can watch them. You just have to go to the archive playlist and they're all in there. And I do it on purpose because even if I don't want my old videos from 2015 to be on the public face anymore, like I don't want that to be, you know, like the first thing people see when they come to the channel, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to watch them if you really want to. You get what I'm trying to say, right? Like, that's something I personally believe in. Just like, yeah, just have a playlist for something, you know, and be like, oh, you want to watch this old video I made that I don't have public anymore? Just go to this playlist. You can watch it there. That way, the people that want to watch that old video can watch it, but you, the creator, don't have to worry about it being like, you know, super front-facing, you know, in terms of like, you know, attracting a new audience or something if it's a video you really don't like for some reason. I don't know. I don't think there's that many videos I've made that I would say I deliberately regret or something. There's like, I think there's like 1 or 2 videos I've ever made that I've been like, yeah, this video should not have existed. Like, there was an old, like, this is like 2015. This is 2015, right? This is going way back to the beginning. There's like an old, like, Yokai Watch reaction video I made, I think to like the English version of one of the songs. And almost immediately after I made it, I regretted uploading it, and I, like, made it private, like, not too long after I uploaded it. But that's a very rare exception. It's very, very rare. Where I've, like, made a video, and like, I've been like, yeah, no, this video shouldn't have existed. In terms of videos that are, like, modern and, like, actually matter and aren't super old, that, like, are there any of those I, like, regret making? I mean, in terms of quality, I don't regret this at all, but, like, the concept clearly never panned out. I guess you could say I kind of sort of regret in a way. Like, the ranking the Smash characters or whatever series I started and then I abandoned. Like, I liked that idea, and I still kind of like that idea, but the problem is I never went through with it. That was kind of the problem. I made the first 2 episodes, then I got really lazy, and I didn't make any more of them, and then eventually it just got to a point where it's like, well, if I'm going to do this again, I may as well just start from scratch, which I'm sure I've mentioned this before, even though I haven't really talked about those videos in a long time at this point, because it's so, like, what else is there to say about them, but, like, if I ever return to that project, it will probably just be like done from the ground up. Because what I would probably say for those first 2 games of characters have probably changed anyway. Alrighty then. 2 hours, 16 minutes. Honestly, that's probably plenty. Even though I only really got about an hour of actual gameplay, and we've kind of gone through most of the stuff I wanted to do. We've done some Smash Run, we've done some Classic. I haven't done All-Star, but that's not super important, plus we can just do that when we do the Wii U version. I would like to get just one thing of Target Blast in, though, if I could, but it's not super important. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep this up or not. I might not. I'm kind of iffy on it. Because I don't know, this one just... It flopped so hard in the beginning with the game just refusing to operate that, like, it kind of is just... It's kind of like, even though we've managed to, like, kind of revive it, I don't know, I kind of feel like it's too little too late. So this one might end up as an unlisted. Not private. It's not private level. Again, private is, like, very rare for me to do. I have done it, but it's rare. This is not that. This is like this didn't really pan out. so I might have it be unlisted, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if I can do like one more thing of classic. Just one more of classic. Up the audio. Oh yeah, I really like. This is like a really small detail. Oh dang it, I screwed up. I didn't mean to do that. I was gonna demonstrate something. Up 8.2. That's kind of a weird one to do, but whatever. I was gonna demonstrate. Like I really like the little do. Like it has like I like how like the music like progresses and degresses. Like I think it's a neat little detail. But whatever. Man, this stage looks a lot better on the in Ultimate. I mean, that's the case for most of the stages in this game, obviously. I mean, the leap from 3DS to Ultimate is massive. You know, the leap from Wii U to Ultimate is, you know, it's there, but it's minor. It's better, but not by much. But like, yeah, 3DS to Ultimate, I mean, of course it looks way better. It's the 3DS to the Switch. Like, it's a massive generational... You know, that might even be 2 generations it's that big, honestly. Because the 3DS is, like, in between the N64 and the GameCube. So we're talking about maybe 2 generations, 1.5 generations. I don't know. It's a huge leap either way. You know, I haven't really brought it up at all because, again, this has been trying to keep this on like a Smash kind of thing for the most part. But it is October, which means that, in my opinion, we have now reached the point where it could be any time. I knew they weren't going to do anything in September, and they didn't. But now that we're in October, we are officially in. They could announce it any day now. I don't think they're going to announce it until the second half of the month. At the earliest, but it is now October, right? If it's coming out in March, now is the time to at least start teasing it. But at the same time, as I've mentioned in the last couple of streams, they really don't have to. We want them to. We really want them to, but they really don't have to. The Switch is still... You know, the Switch is not dead. It's still doing fine. The sales are going down, yes, without question. We are definitely at that point now where people are, like, ready to move on. But the Switch is not dying like the Wii U was in 2016. It's still very much alive. It's on the downturn, for sure, but it's still very much alive. But... they got Zelda, they got Mario Party, and they have Mario and Luigi. They have a full lineup for the holiday season, so they really don't need to announce anything if they don't want to. We just really want them to. Well, I think 7.0 is the threshold.
Ready, go!
Just realized all DLC except for Ike. And 3 of them are Fire Emblem. But then again, we're on a Fire Emblem stage, so I guess it's not that surprising. Yeah, after we get, after this classic run, I think that's gonna be it. And then, yeah, again, I don't know. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with this stream. I'm not really decided yet. Okay, that was really fast. Okay, then. Yes, I just realized the controller has worked just fine this entire time. I mean, it should, but I've had issues where, like, it'll disconnect for some reason. Even though it's wired. But hey, if it's working, it's the one thing that's been working consistently. Is the controller. Again, look at those headless Miis. I need to add Mii data. I'm surprised they don't just use, like, generic Miis. Actually, you wanna know why? I think I know why. It's because there are generic Miis, but because I don't have the 3DS firmware, they're not there. They're a part of the 3DS firmware. So I need to install the 3DS firmware. Okay, so now... Again, it's like... Alrighty then. The shader compilation. Oh, I probably would have died anyway. Ah. Oh wait, what do I go down to now? Okay, 7.2. So this is my last chance, and then I go down to Master Hand. Uh-oh. How the heck am I still alive? Oh, well, there it goes.
Final results.
Oh. Press the button. I'm just gonna fast forward through this. I still have a ton of classic mode stuff in Ultimate I haven't done. I gotta get around to doing that at some point. Even though at this point, kind of like, doesn't even matter. I'll probably get around to like finishing some of the stuff I haven't done once we get to like oh yeah, Ryu also gets a unique one as well. Forgot about that as well. But yeah, I'm guessing like once the next game gets announced and we get into the hype cycle again, then I'll probably go back and work on stuff I haven't finished. But anyway, I think we'll call it. I think we managed to kind of salvage this stream, but it started off so badly that I don't know. It's a real shame because despite the game, despite Citra clearly not being optimized for it basically at all, when the game works, I mean, obviously it's Smash, so it's fun, shocker. But again, I really like Master Core. That's something I really like. Master Core. I like the routes thing that 3DS's has. On the Wii U version, it's like a game board type thing, and it's fine, but I definitely prefer the route-based one. And Master Core, I think, is really cool. I like the background. I like the different forms. I like the music. You know, obviously on the Wii U version, it's amped up a bit. I think there's like, is there more forms on the Wii U version? There might be like an extra form on the Wii U version, but what the Wii U version definitely has is a Master Fortress. And then of course Smash Run, which I still think is pretty neat. Again, it's a big subspace map basically. We collect powers and stuff, and there's little mini games. So yeah, we didn't really do any proper like versus matches, but I didn't really want to do that anyway. I wanted to focus on like all the stuff that makes 3DS kind of unique, like Smash Run and like its unique version of classic mode and stuff. So I don't know. I think we managed to salvage it. To some extent, but I'm still kind of like not happy about how it panned out overall. But hey, I guess you can't win them all, right? Not every stream can be perfect. Whoa. Okay. Enough of this. So yeah, that was at least my attempt at Smash 3DS. Yeah. The beginning of the stream was pretty bad. Even when the game worked in those first couple of matches, I was doing really bad. But I managed to resurrect it and managed to make it work in the end. But I don't know. This stream is just, I don't know. I just still feel like it started so badly that I think by default it's going to be an unlisted, which is unfortunate. But I don't know. Thankfully, the Wii U stream, when we do that next month, should be a lot better because we're just going to play it on the Wii U itself, so obviously it'll be fine. I could play it on Cemu, but there's really not much of a point. I mean, yeah, I'd be going from 1080 to 4K, and look, I'm Mr. 4K. I'm all for the 4K, 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 but Smash Wii U looks fine. It's not a game that needs a resolution upgrade. Both it and Ultimate look perfectly fine on the Switch. They're 1080 60, they run great, they look great. They don't need a resolution boost. It's not Xenoblade 2, you know, or whatever. Like it's fine on the stock hardware, but obviously it does run better on the emulator. And granted, I'm sure it would work just fine in Cemu, but yeah, we'll just play it on actual Wii U because why not? And also maybe that'll fix the I don't know, I gotta figure out what's going on with like the frame rate thing. Is that what's happening with the? I don't know. That's a whole other thing. So anyway, to anyone that's maybe still watching this, thank you for sticking around. Sorry it wasn't the best stream ever, but I gave it a shot. But yeah, thank you to Tyler Thunder, Critically Retrospective, Antonio, and anyone else that may have joined in. I know that those three guys are long gone at this point, but they were here earlier on in the stream, so thank you for showing up. And if anyone else showed up at some point on YouTube or Twitch, thank you for watching as well, of course. Yeah, again, sorry the stream didn't really pan out that great, especially at the beginning, but again, you can't win them all. So, what's next? Well, next stream, I mean, I'm hoping it's the Switch 2 reveal stream, because that might happen sometime this month, but we'll see. Outside of that, though, I mean, I might do another Ultimate stream. We'll see. And then again, I'm going to do a Smash Wii U thing for the anniversary next month. But yeah, aside from that, I don't know. Again, I need to really, in terms of videos, again, I know that I'm a broken clock. I need to get something out the door. But it's just so dang easy to not get something out the door. It's just so easy not to. Even though I know I need to do it at some point. But anyways, that's going to be it. Again, thank you all for tuning in. For those that you did tune in and put up with all the issues. And yeah, I guess with that being said, this is Logan59XP, and I'll see you guys next time.